On this edition of Inside Academics, we're going to dive into the DPS app. It's a valuable resource for parents and students. And with the holiday season around the corner, when are students in session? When are they on break? We'll cover all of the important dates on the horizon. One-to-one technology turns 1 year old at DPS, and former board member Adil Baguirov speaks about championing the district initiative. All this and more on Inside Academics. Hello, I'm Marcia Bonhart, Director of Media and Public Relations for Dayton Public Schools. Welcome to the first episode of Inside Academics. Now, this is a show created to give our parents, students, and the community a closer look inside the academic structure of DPS and the staff and services that support the academic goals and the mission of our district. We start today's show with a handy tool for everyone in DPS. If you ever needed a school's phone number, if you ever wondered what's for lunch this week, well, there is an app for all of that. That's right, Dayton Public Schools has an app. Now, this app is the first place to look for general information about the district and our schools. Now, let's get familiar with the DPS app.
Welcome to the DPS app. You're always a click away from answers and information about Dayton Public Schools and your student's school. The DPS app is available to download in both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Once on your smartphone, you're ready to go. Let's review some of the features. All DPS school information is located under Our Schools. It's easy to find contact information, building addresses and directions, and bell schedules, in addition to the school's website quick link. Is it cheese pizza or chicken sandwich for lunch on Friday? Every month, complete lunch menus for pre-K through 8 schools and high schools are posted. Students and parents can also use Home Access Center straight from the app. Home Access Center, or HAC, allows students and parents to review attendance, class schedules, grades, review test scores, and much more. Personalize the app so that you receive notifications from your child's school as well as district-wide announcements. Pick and choose which schools to follow and receive push notifications. Notifications include special district or school events and even weather-related school closings. As temperatures drop, reduce the amount of time your student stands outside by using Here Comes the Bus. Located on the front page of the DPS app, Here Comes the Bus tracks your student's bus from depot to stops to the school. Registering is easy. All you need is the district code 76855, your student's ID number, and fill out the contact user information. In a snap, you can track your student's bus. There's plenty more on the DPS app to discover. Find our social media pages, watch DPS TV on demand, and so much more. Download the DPS app today.
The DPS app is free to download from both the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. And clearly, technology has become an invaluable tool in today's world, including the modern-day classroom. It's been more than a year since Dayton Public Schools has become a one-to-one district. Former board member Adil Baguirov helped spearhead the initiative so that teachers like Taylor Corcoran at Kemp PK-6 can build the brighter minds of tomorrow. So we step inside Ms. Corcoran's classroom to see how the Chromebooks have changed the learning process.
So the very first thing you're going to do is your video lesson. You're going to watch along. Then it's going to direct you to do your guided practice with your table group. So with your table group, you'll do your guided practice. Okay, so you may have to pause for just a moment quietly while they finish up their lesson. It's night and day. When a kid meets a goal, last year with MEP, we looked at where they pre-tested and wherever that was, and then what their goal was to be proficient. And I remember I had this little boy who took the MAP test, and we said, okay, you need to score this by winter to show that you're at least maintaining, but you need to score this to pass the reading test and this to really show you're on level in math, because we conference with them, we let them know where they are in comparison to the district, to the building, to national norms. And he came running to me, Miss Corcoran, I'm going out of the 4th grade. And since that day, he's been so focused in class, just this complete confidence boost that yes, I can do this. Full switch of this little kid who felt very much like this isn't for me, to like I'm a class leader, I'm testing beyond level and everything. Every pretest now this year, he's beyond level, he's doing a great job. And I think that it just helps to get that feedback that they get more immediately on the Chromebooks and on the computers, and it really lets them say like, this is my learning, this is important to me, and I'm going to show what I know.
The idea was to improve academics. That's the overarching idea, because we realized that we need to do something different from the previous boards and from the previous years. And what all academic studies were showing was that one-to-one technology was one of those keys to the puzzle of improving academics. What we knew from day one is that not only do we have to get the best possible technology, the best possible scientifically proven software, but we also have to provide very good PD, professional development, to all of our teachers. And then we have to be able to track all that progress and all that usage on a regular basis to monitor it so that we get the best possible results.
I use the Chromebook in a way to deliver the message to the kids while I'm still actively up and teaching. I use it so that the kids can hear something while I'm pulling a small group based on how they answered those exit tickets. And all that data I'm pulling, because it's very easily shared with me using the Chromebook technology and Google Apps for Education. And then I'm using the Chromebook to assist in that while everybody else is doing an assignment that they were given on the workbook on the Chromebook, so that it kind of gives me the freedom to work with more small groups.
All of our students can rely on the fact that they will be getting the best possible education and have the best possible skills for college and career readiness. So now we have brand new courses of study, brand new pacing guides, brand new books. All of the books that we have for every grade level include 6 years of free digital upgrades and updates. But in addition to that, our academics is growing. Is improving. We are in the 2nd consecutive year of improvements on our state report card, and that's extremely important to us.
From our pre to post test data on this last test, we increased 32%. So I'm seeing from where we start on a pre-test to where we end on a post-test, I typically get higher test results, which my first year we really struggled on the post-assessment. My second year, we really increased our scores, I think by 14%. We're increasing much more significantly than we were when we were not using the Chromebooks, because I think the kids get that aha moment a little bit more. They're more familiar with how to figure out an answer on their own instead of waiting for me to give them the answer directly in the book. And I think that that's really helped my kids.
So I'm very hopeful. One-to-one is really not so much about technology or software as it is about changing culture. It's about, yes, I'm not afraid of saying it, breaking the old culture, which didn't do much good to us in the past 30 years, with us being at the very bottom of state rankings. And it's about really renaissance of this district and allowing us to really propel ourselves ahead and into the future.
For all of the latest news and information about Dayton Public Schools, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are quickly